Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, dear friends, dear viewers. We will continue analyzing the games of Andranik Margaryan Memorial, IM and GM Norm tournaments, and also we do have Armenian men's and women's championships starting already tomorrow. We will see the lineups, list of players, and some more information. Let's go. Yes, let's see the starting list of players. We do have Roberto Vanessian, Manuel Petrosian, Karen Grigorian, Zaven Andreasyan, Tigran Harutyunyan, Mamikon Gharibian, Hovik Hayrapetyan, Artur Davtyan, Benik Agasarov, Sargisyan, and tomorrow we are having the following round. Tigran Harutyunyan with the white pieces faces Artur Davtyan. Benik Agasarov, if I'm not mistaken, he is playing his first Armenian men's championship, and he is playing Karen Grigorian. Amikon Gharibian is playing against Hovik Hayrapetyan. Manuel Petrosian is playing against Roberto Vanessian. Zaven Andreasyan is playing against Sargisyan. Yes, it is going to be very interesting. Hard to say, at least I see. Uh, of course, we do have rating favorite, who is Roberto Vanessian. We do have few players. Recently, maybe they lost some rating points. Manuel Petrosian and Karen Grigorian. They always had 26 plus rating. Definitely, these three players are fighting for the title. Then we do have Zaven Andreasyan, who is also uh, head coach of women's national team. Yes, even if he wins the tournament, it's really hard to imagine Zaven uh, continues coaching women's team and at the same time playing for the men's uh, championship. Yes, I'm speaking about European team championship. But of course, Zaven always uh, was playing very decent this tournament. And then we do have Mamikon Gharibian. Yes, I would very much bet on Mamikon. I don't say he's going to win the tournament, but definitely he can surprise all of us with the good results. Recently, he was increasing his rating. He qualified to this tournament and also he played very decent in Yerevan Open. It is not going to be easy for any player to beat Hovik Hayrapetyan. Previously, few times, maybe even once or twice, he played Armenian Men's Championship. We do have Artur Devtyan who played once Armenian Men's Championship. Of course, we do have Tigran Harutyunyan who maybe last 5 6 years uh, regularly played the national championship. Again, Tigran always can do very decent. And we do have two players, Benik Agasarov and Sargisian. Somehow I believe that it's not going to win against them, and they are going to very much surprise. Yes. And for the women's tournament, we are having Susanna Gaboyan, Anna Khachaturian, Alina Kobak, Mariam Mavetissian, Nevat Harapetian, Milena Gasparian, Meline Harutyunyan, Susanna Rakelian, Mariam Khachaturian, and Lilia Danielian. For some of them I know, and some of them I know quite well, but let's say starting from Meline Harutyunyan, Susanna Rakelian, Mariam Khachaturian, and Lilia Danielian. Honestly speaking, I'm not much familiar with them. Yes, let's focus on, let's see the, what are we having. Yes, after 5 rounds, we are having the following standings. Vladislav Nozdrachev is leading the tournament with 4.5 points out of 5. Arsen Davtyan is 1 point behind. And then we are having three players having 3 points out of 5. And then two players are having 2.5 out of 5. And then Pranet Vupala and Eric Gasparian are having 1.5 points out of 5. And Levon Babujian unfortunately doesn't play well. He did not score any points yet. Yes, for the IM Norm tournament, we are having two players sharing the lead, Varis Sukiasyan and Rudolf Pashikian. And then Karmanova Zakarian are half point less. Georgi Bagaturov is 2.5. And then we do have a big tie among four players, Vladimir Shahinian, Andrei Okara, Mavel Arakelian, Vace Hovakimian, and Volodya Torosyan. Volodya Torosyan is having 1.5 points. Let's see the let's see the games. Yes, and eventually Levon Babujian won with the black pieces against Pranet Vupala, who simply collapsed. We do have Arad Nazari won against Eric Gasparian. We do have Vladislav Nozdrachev won against Eric Hakopian. Seems like Nozdrachev is unstoppable. We have Musavi lost against Arsen Davtyan, another very important round. And Sahakian, Robert Piliposyan, seems like players didn't really play. Known line, neither of bishop g5, poisoned pawn variation. Yes, nowadays bishop e7 is another attempt. You can also go knight c6, f takes c, bishop e6. Yes, knight c6, f takes c, f takes c, takes bishop e2. And players decided not to play each other. Yes, we do have Arat Nazari against Eric Gasparian. Khan, advanced variation. A6. I'm aware of this A5 move. A6, A4, H6. a5, c5, c4, c takes d, knight c3. Yeah, seems fine. Yes, not knight b6 because of probably bishop a5 ideas. Yes, a5 would have been the best because d5 does not really work, I guess. I can at least take e takes d or maybe even some queen b7. Like what is happening if I push it? Yes, you just play queen b7 or you take e takes d, queen g4, h5, queen h5, queen a6. Okay, queen c7, queen d8, and this is already lost. And d5. Yes, so far it takes d, and now rook c6. As queen f5 was simply winning. But what's the point? Like queen f5, g6, queen h3, I guess. And king g8, bishop h6, and maybe g takes h, rook a4 or what? Rook c6. Okay, rook c6. Yes, rook c8, rook takes a6, rook c6, rook c6. f6, huge blunder. Queen f5. And this is completely lost. Knight g5. And checkmate is following. Yes, Arsene Davtyan managed to win with the black pieces against Musavi. 97. Yes, usually here I prefer d takes c, d takes c. Black doesn't have problems. Black is already much better. Attacking the pawn on d3. Just trading the bishops with the knights. Taking on d3. Black is much better anyway. Bishop f1 was the best. As if rook d4, I guess rook f. Rook f8 is not there. What's the problem if rook takes d4? Just knight b3. g5 or knight b3. Again, d3 would have been better. Oh, queen b7. Yes, and now white doesn't have any problems after queen c3, e5, bishop d7, knight d7, rook d3. But Musavi doesn't play it. Before I takes b queen, before would have been better, but yeah, seems like Arsene didn't give any chances to his opponent, and despite being exchanged down, d and b pawns are going to the queen. Very important win for Arsene Davtyan. Let's see what happened in Rozdrachev Hakopian game. Wow. This. Yes, here, if I'm not mistaken, g4 move is working. g4 is not there. Yeah, g4 is possible. Knight h4, knight h5, bishop h4, king g7, if I'm not mistaken. Bishop e6, bishop b5, d4. Yes, but usually you don't. I mean, you can play many different ideas, but usually you don't combine h6, g5 with bishop e6 ideas. But anyway, black is fine. For example, after h5, black is even maybe better. But this is very typical position with the pawn on g7. Yes, but this is already very unpleasant. h4 would have been better. Knight f4 would have been better. And mistake, knight g5. King e7 was the best. Rook d7 was winning. And more or less nice win by Vladislav Nozdravchev. And we do have long game. Pranet Babujian. g5, queen a4. g5 is not the best, maybe. Short castle is the best. Wow, wow, looks so nice. b3, bishop b2, f3. But the engine doesn't like b3. It says f3 is better. Wow, sacrificing even on e4. Bishop on f pawn is completely out of the game. And now black is fine. Black is better. Black is much better. Wow, such a classic game by Levon Babujian. And c5 was the best, but rook b4, rook b4. Again, bishop is out of the game. We are having round equal position. And white is already better. White is much better. White is close to winning. Just rook f1, a6. Rook g1 was the best, and now black is fine. Players doesn't have any time. Rook a5 was the best. Rook e7 was winning. Wow. Here takes and black is winning. Yes, I like, of course, for today we had very interesting games. Arad Nazari won. Very nice game. Also, Davtyan's game was very complicated, as well as Nozdravchev's game was uh, quite beautiful. But like positional understanding of Levon Babujian impresses. Just keeping the bishop on f1. Honestly speaking, I'm not getting why d takes c doesn't work. Let's say a takes b, rook b8, or a takes b, rook a1, bishop a1. For example, why I'm not grabbing this pawn? You just play bishop e6, and you continue attacking this pawn on b3. like rook b8. Because Pranet Vupola just forgot about the bishop on f1. But of course, many mistakes and inaccuracies by both sides. Let's see. Do we have the... I don't think we do have anything. No, we don't have. And let's go for the IM norm tournament. I think we can maybe calculate for the GM norm tournament. So Nozdrachev is 5.5 points out of 6. Davtyan is 4.5. Musavi is 3. Piliposian 3.5. Hakopian 3. Arad Nazari 3.5. Alex Sahakian 3. Pranet Vupala 1.5. Eric Gasparian 1.5. Levon Babujian 1. For so first two places are obvious. Third place are sharing Robert Piliposian and Arad Nazari. And today we are having some interesting results. First of all, let's check how did David Zakarian won against Vladimir Shahinian. Queen f3. Yes, different moves are possible. What's the best? I don't... Yes, g6. Yes, I remember g6. Some bishop g5, bishop g7, short castle e5. If I'm not mistaken, this is more than fine. You go short long castle. I go long castle, bishop g4 is there. But maybe it was queen e2. Like this. Yes, maybe it was something like this. Knight e6, queen d1, or bishop e6. Okay, queen f3. Knight b7. Bishop e3. e6. Queen c7. b5 was the best. Knight c5, f3. Knight a4, classy move. King b1 was the best. d5 was the best. Yes, bishop d4, stopping bishop e7, and now e5, bishop e3, bishop e7. Knight on b3 is quite far away from d5 square. Knight c1, bishop c6, knight e2, knight c3. Yes, g4 would have been better. Yes, and black is definitely better. Black can start pushing before a5, f5. a5 would have been the best. And maybe small blunder. And somehow white is not, black is not losing. And now even black is better. Wow. What's the best? Rook d7 and bishop d3, e4, bishop e4, e2, bishop d5, rook f7. And this is already quite unpleasant. Yes, but not rook g7. Rook b7. And white has all the chances to make a draw. And rook b1 checkmate or checkmate ideas are unstoppable. Georgi Bagaturov won against Karmanova. Yes, slow game by Bagaturov. His computer doesn't like this rook fd8, likes more bishop takes f3, but rook fd8 also fine. Yes, rook c3, and now you should choose between going bishop f5 or taking on c4. First, what is better? Now if bishop f5, queen f5, that's why knight b3, and d4. Yes, classic game by Bagaturov. F takes c would have been the best. Maybe later on some knight f8. Yes, d takes c would have been the best. And what's the point? D takes c, knight c5. Just taking d takes f or what? For example, this, if I take, takes, rook f3. If d5 was played, a5. E takes f, e takes d would have been the best. Oh, we do have Arakelian Sukyasian. Game ended in a draw. Yes, seems like Vahe Sukyasian knows these positions. He plays quite well. Yeah, short castle would have been the best. Wow, what a huge difference in evaluation. Long castle white is better. Short castle black is much better. Because king is always very exposed. And again, black is much better. Rook f4 was working. Knight d5, I guess it takes d, rook e8, rook f2, queen f7. Queen g7 was better. King a7 was better. And huge inaccuracy, c2. And now white is already better. Queen h5 was the best. f5 was stronger. And players agreed in a draw. Manuel Arakelian was definitely better. So Pashikian, Novakimian. b6. Yes, another move is to play knight f3, right? Knight f3, knight c6, d4, c takes d, knight d4. Yes, queen d3. And black doesn't have any problems. And now position is around equal. White is slightly preferable. Yes, inaccuracy. Uh, a6. If you move the bishop, then e5. If you take, at least I traded one of the bishops. Yes, after b6, black doesn't have much problems or any problems. And this is just lost. Yes, bishop c6 was finishing the game. I guess b takes c. You can simply go c5, rook c6. Some d7 ideas always there. And now just knight d8. Yes, rook this d8. Rook c5 was stronger. And this is lost. This is lost. Yes, and Volodya Torosyan lost against Andrei Okara. Yes, black is fine. Even better. Much better. No, white doesn't have problems. Queen d8 would have been the strongest, and now white is much better. But where exactly Volodya went wrong? Yes, rook b7 with the ideas to play knight d7, knight f6. Knight d7. Rook c7 was there with the ideas bishop b7, knight f6, rook c2. Yes, knight is not well placed on c5. And bishop on e6. And now f5, c3, g4 would have been better. Rook fb8 was not played. Queen h5 would have been the best. Rook b3, some g4. Yes, rook b3. Knight d5, bishop d5, he takes d, and then rook f5. Bishop e4 or knight e4 was working. Queen h6 was finishing the game. So many mistakes. And black doesn't have much problems. Let's see where black went wrong. Yes, white is also not risking. I think it's easier to play with the white pieces. But anyway, game should end in a draw. Yes, so far. And yes, here queen c8, queen f5, queen f5. Maybe after queen c8, bishop f5. Volodya didn't like, and queen a6 is the only move. And queen f5, h5 was posing more problems. And this is just lost. Once again, let's see, do we have the standings? I think we don't have them yet. And for So Vaja Sukhesian is 4 points, Rudolf Pashikian 4.5, Karmanova 3, Zakarian he won 4 points, Bagaturov 3.5, Shainian 2, Okara 3, Rakelian 2.5, Vakimian. I think he lost today. He lost today, right? Or yes. And Volodya Torosyan lost today's round also. Thank you very much, dear friends, for watching this video. If you have any questions, anything, please leave in our comments section. Tomorrow we will have not only Andranik Margaryan Memorial, we will also have Armenian men's and women's championships. Most likely, I will try to cover men's championship, and also we will follow the results of a women's tournament. Yes, thank you very much, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will take only a few seconds. Thank you. Bye bye.